about your boy.
Yeah. Always fucking up.
Terrible. Cheers to your terribleness. Mr. Guy.
Man, cheers, man. Fucking up. Fucking up on the game. Fucking up in life, just period.
I want to talk to you about that, by the way, man. I want to talk to you about that for real. You be fucking up though, like real life shit. You be fucking up.
So I be fucking up.
But you know when you be fucking up. I know why you fuck up. You, I mean, you my boy, man. It's pride. Pride fuck you up.
How you figure that?
I learned pride to get you fucked up when I was, I say maybe 14 years old.
You said when you was 14?
14. At the time, I had no idea it was pride though. I had no idea it was pride, but I knew it was something because it was a feeling. It was an emotion. Like I was just like. But now when I think about that situation back then, I'm like, it's pride. And it's a story I always tell my people. Like every time, like my people going through some shit, or even when I go through some shit, I think about that prideful situation. It's like my parents, like when we first moved here, about, let's say about 10 years ago. 10, 15 years ago, whatever. My parents moved here off all just, basically they sacrificed their whole lives just for me, so they can make my life better. My parents moved from fucking Indianapolis to Los Angeles. They sacrificed their job, they sacrificed everything. They used all the money that they saved up, basically, just to move out here for me, to better my life. I fucked that up for them. My parents got this tiny ass apartment. The apartment was so small. I can like lay here, like my bed is here, my parents' bed is over there. They be over there like fucking each other, and I'm like, they don't understand. I can see them. You know, it was crazy. But it was next to these $1 million homes, and I went to school with all these white kids. But mind you, like, I mean, I've seen white people before, but I was never really friends with one. You know, so. So I had to go to school with all these white kids, and like it was different for me. So the first day of school, you know, so I was just nervous, and I was just thinking to myself like, you know, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna dress like. So I dressed up. I came to school, boy. I had my backpack tight. I wasn't playing. So I get inside the school, and so I'm in school, and I'm sitting there, but I was running late, so I brought my brush with me to school. But the only reason why I brought my brush with me was because I was late from. You know, so I couldn't brush my hair at home. Yeah. So I'm sitting in class, and my teacher, it was crazy. I'm sitting in class, and I'm brushing my hair in class. And the teacher, Mrs. Johnson, she walks out. She walks out to class. I'm brushing, and this white kid's like, maybe like 2 seats ahead of me. He like looks, he like turns around like, hey, how are you brushing your hair?
Of course.
And in my head, because I'm like, and I'm brushing. Because I know how to take care of my fucking self, so shut the fuck up, basically. Right? Dead serious. Another kid comes out of nowhere, snatches the fucking brush out of my hand. This kid grabbed the brush and just started throwing it around the class with the rest of the kids. Throwing my brush around the class, and I'm like, I had no idea what's going on. And so I get up to go grab my brush. I go grab my brush, and Mrs. Johnson walks in. She says, Jason, what are you doing? I'm like, Mr. Chump's like, I'm grabbing my brush. Like, this is my brush. Yeah. Jason, you don't have any hair. I lost my damn mind.
Of course she says that.
Yo, I lost my fucking mind. I spat in her face.
Wait. You see, you did what?
I spat in her face because she said, you don't have any hair. How stupid is that?
You spat in her face.
I got expelled. As soon as I got home, my father on the porch waiting for me.
Hey, go.
Looking at me like a pit bull. As soon as I walked through the door, that was the crazy shit. As soon as I walked through the door, I'm thinking he about to like kill me. The nigga bit me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Wait, hold up.
My father whooped my ass for like 2 hours. I'd fall asleep and get just get smacked. He hit me. He didn't give a fuck. He was hitting me with a bubble. I trying to get shit. Hey.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah, so after that incident, my parents, so I had to go to a new school, so we had to move out that neighborhood. We moved to an all-black neighborhood now. All black people with into a bigger home for a lot less money. You know, so but I was so fucked up because I felt like, you know, I fucked up. I felt like I let my parents down. I sent them through all kind of embarrassment. All kind of embarrassment. And I told my parents I apologized, and I told them I would never ever in my life send them through that type of embarrassment ever again. Ever. And I got this thing, I walk around every day and I say to myself, what is pride worth when coupled with embarrassment? You ain't even gotta answer that question, just think about it. What is pride worth when coupled with embarrassment? You know?
Some real shit.
It's tough. It's tough. Think about that. As you take this ass whip. Boy.
Imagine that.
Here we go.
Go.
Gotcha.
Nope.
Sorry, brother. Sorry, brother.
Spitting in teacher's face.
Gotcha. Take that, Mr. Pry.
Slap Mr. Johnson's face.
Bite me down. Sorry, boy. You know what I mean?